Meliana, hey, out right there, Willie K, man, I love that, and man, it's awesome, man, Willie K, yeah, he's doing his thing, definitely blessings to him, coming out of Maui. Right now, I've got Braddah Moon Civetz, correct?
Civetz, yeah.
Civetz, I'm sorry.
Close enough.
I was sorry.
Moon, that's all you need.
Braddah Moon, that's all I need, Braddah Moon. Braddah Moon, he lives in here in Las Vegas. Came across, we were just talking story that, your involvement with the community, especially in Hawaii and stuff like that. Where are you originally from, Paul?
I was born in Dayton, Ohio, and then when I was a teenager, my dad was transferred to Hawaii, and I really feel that's where I grew up. I mean, you have the love of the islands, you want to hug the rocks. I mean, it's just no, really, it becomes a part of your life,
right?
And it's just the way you live.
But what school did you go to? If you went to school back in Hawaii?
I went to UH for a little bit. Actually got in the Air Force.
Wow.
And then they transferred me to Wheeler. I went, oh, okay.
Wow, right home.
And I had a medical discharge, so I just then I stayed and worked for a staging lighting company. We did that and just grew up in the industry. That's how I got to meet Peter Moon.
Yeah.
Was because we started doing Kanikapila at Andrews Amphitheater.
Wow.
And we would put platforms over the entryways just to support the spotlights. No railing. It was just, just us guys having fun, playing music. And I did a couple. One time the announcer didn't show up, so the voice of God, welcome to Kanikapila.
Wow, you definitely have that voice. So your father transferred to Hawaii, and then you said you grew up there, but the music itself, were you like inclined to just like, hey, you know what, growing up there, did you like it, or? It
just grew on you. I was so pleased to be part of that whole Renaissance time period.
Right.
And I got to know a lot of entertainers and work with them in the staging and lighting. Gabby, the brothers did the lighting at Waikiki Shell every time we had Mayday.
Wow.
And it just was one of those things that grew, and I love the music.
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't love Hawaiian music?
Right, man. You know what? Then that's what is needed here in the world, I guess. Living aloha, right?
Yeah, that's exactly it. Live aloha.
Right. So you went to UH. What'd you major in? Lunch?
Staging and lighting. But that was it. Yeah, food was always there.
Back then, what was the favorite spot? Do you recall the favorite spot back then, or was it just the lunch trucks? The Manapua Man.
Yeah, no.
I know, kind of going back.
Manapua Man. We went down on King Street. Oh man, I forget the name of the dive. But it was a super place. You get the tall beers.
Yeah.
Yep.
The cruise.
Yeah, yep. And they bring in the poo-poos, and you just put your money down and grind and.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, for people that don't know what poo-poos are, it's pretty much appetizers, or people would call it tapas now. Something, I guess, extravagant out here in Las Vegas. But how'd you come to Las Vegas?
Again, my folks had retired here and started having health problems, as did my wife's parents. They were in Palm Springs area. So it just kind of like we kept coming over to help, and United Airlines was like a bus. And finally said, hey, we got to move. Mm-hmm. And ended up helping them out. And here we are 20 years later. Never thought it could be 20 years, but it's been good. It's been good.
Yeah, it's been awesome. I tell you what, we're going to talk more with Braddah Moon here in the Little Grass Shack, and what he's doing in Las Vegas, and he's doing big things, and we are one of our proud supporters. We got definitely a good story about celebrating 20 years right here on the airways, and it does make me proud, and it brings a tear to my eye. So you guys stay tuned for that. I'm on the with Braddah Moon right here in the Little Grass Shack in 91.5. Yes, Kapena, Makakilo right here, 91.5, Little Grass Shack in Island Emery. Got Braddah Moon. How's it, bro? How you doing?
How's it?
Yeah, cruising, just talking story. It's so, how you say, humbling that, from your background of, in the military, and now you're, in stage lighting, then you got to meet all these, legendary entertainers. And just what you put on, I wish I could, how you say, be there. And
it was so enjoyable, so rewarding, and then you look back and you think, oh wow, I really was there.
Right.
I mean, I got to see the backstage things, do the lighting cues, design the colors that are going on the stage, and you're helping create a mood, and then it's all Hawaiian, of course, which is just wonderful.
You just talked about seeing Gabby, Pahinui, going on stage.
Oh yeah, I mean it was like we did some stuff. Peter did a lot of charity work, like for the Castle Athletic Department, and play music, and we would set up staging and all, and Gabby was always the second or third act. Because, he gets a little cantankerous. His living on easy takes over at times. And then, you got Auntie always coming out with Auntie Violet, and Lilikoi playing bass. And it was just wonderful times and everyone getting along.
Yeah. I think I'm trying to recreate that by taking over the May Day, Lady Day here in Las Vegas. And I'm sure you're going to be helping me, too.
Oh, Garens.
So, with... moving to Las Vegas, how'd you get up? Do you fly helicopters or what?
No. No, I came over here in the hotel side. I was opened Hyatt Lake Las Vegas, and then Green Valley Ranch convinced me to open that property. I did that, and I knew some folks. And I just talking a story one day with the president of Maverick, and he said, "Hey, I'm looking for someone to do this and this." I went, "Well, I won't do this, but I'll do that and that." And we went, "Okay." And so I started their group department. And so they've expanded to Maui and now on Kauai. And what's really nice is because we're Maverick, we're the world's safest tour company.
Right.
And we always do things slightly different. That's why we're safe. But on Maui, we're the only company that actually lands in the Hana Rainforest.
Wow.
So you fly over, remember the opening scene of Jurassic
Park,
right? Where you fly over those two little hills in the water, the rocks sticking out, and then go back in the valley. We do that on Maui, and then we land. It's just beautiful.
Yeah. So we're talking about Maverick helicopters here in Las Vegas now. The expansion.
Right.
Sounds like paradise.
Well, oh, you know what? It's great. It really is. And in Kauai, we do things differently there too. It's super. Here, of course, anyone can get a Kama'aina rate.
Right.
So you got to say local rate when you do it here, but back home you say I want whatever the published rate is. It's 10% off.
Right.
So.
I mean, I got to experience that, and thank you very much. I went to the Grand Canyon, and the pilot was awesome. Great, great guy. Just talking story.
Oh yeah.
And giving us a little bit of about the lake mead. I didn't know that everybody talks about the water. But he said, "There's so much water out here. I don't know what the guy's talking about."
Our pilots are phenomenal.
Right.
They're just super.
Yeah, but they get to experience. I think we landed in the Grand Canyon, champagne lunch.
Yep.
And it was one of those great experiences that my kids will never forget. And we thank you guys. Thank you for just putting us in the I guess the mood. It was hot though. It was hot out there.
Well, yeah. Depends on what time of year you go. It could also be real cold come winter time.
Right.
It's we have our own private landing area, so there's no noise when you get out. You were there. You go, wow, it's bottom of the Grand Canyon. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. And how long have you been with Maverick now?
Wow, I've been with them over 12 years already.
12 years.
I don't know how that happens. I don't know how I end up here 20 years, but it just life goes on, and you just keep doing what you're enjoying.
Right. But the funny story is, you said 20 years. Now we're celebrating 20 years right here in the Little Grass Shack. Can you let our listeners know?
Brah, I know for a fact that I listened to your first show because we were moving into our house, and I had listened to jazz, and I went, "Oh, a show called Little Grass Shack." I said, "We got to check this out." And turned it on, and I know it was the first one, and it was August 14, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, and so every Saturday now, I mean, it's 10 to 1. Don't bother me.
Yeah.
And now Sunday, of course.
Yeah, Sunday. You said church.
Church. Yeah. My kids know. Don't call Dad because he's at church.
I'll tell you what, we'll talk more with Braddah Moon in the Little Grass Shack. And if you guys want to get hooked up, these guys are a proud supporter of the Little Grass Shack. By every time we do our pledge drive, they're definitely a big supporter of us. And we're going to talk more about that with Braddah Moon. I'm on Emery on 91.5, your source of Aloha. HSB right there, Hawaiian style band. Come on, Hilo. 11:16, man. Having a great time in here with Braddah Moon. Definitely making us laugh, and I'm taking that how you say that walk down memory lane with him, and I really want to relive that, brother. How you doing?
Good, good.
Yeah. You living here in Las Vegas and vice president of
Global sales.
Global sales
For Maverick.
And one thing I want to express to you guys, these Braddah Moon listened to the first show 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And now a proud supporter, especially with that Maverick. A pledge drive that they you guys give like flights and stuff.
Yep. For any time that you do your fundraising, that's what you do. That's how you give back.
Right.
I mean, that's all part of. It's the Aloha spirit. You got to give back.
That's right.
And help out in those right areas.
Right. And now you said we're talking about lunch and we're talking about food, people. And he's kind of asked your favorite spots on different islands.
Oh yeah, I mean, it depends on what island you are. But last time we were on the Big Island, it was a place called the Pokey Shack. Wow. The owner goes out, fishes in the morning, brings the fish back, and when they run out of fish, that's it. They're closed. And it was the best I've ever had. It was, and then on Maui, with its seascape over by the aquarium, and it's just good local food, and of course a great view of Maalaea Harbor. Yeah, I mean it's just. And Humura's on Kauai. I mean, how can you go wrong there?
Right. From a stagehand or doing lighting for all this amazing people. What was your favorite time, or what do you recollect of that kind of said, you know what, brought a tear to your eye? How's this?
It's so tough because everybody had their own style. I was C&K. That was good fun all the time. But they're a little more rock, And Henry and I reconnected a couple years ago, and we're still old friends, And you make those lifelong friends that way. And Peter Moon did his thing with Sunday Manoa, and then the Peter Moon Band, and the brothers spun off, and they did the Prow Lounge, and then, of course, Royal Hawaiian forever. Mm-hmm. I mean, everybody has their own niche, and it was good fun.
No, man, because I feel it, man. You're talking about. I just feel the energy, and I really wish to kind of relive that when we take on May Day next year.
Absolutely, we're going to relive that.
Yeah, I'm going to give back. You know what? If you guys ever want to check out and try to check out the Grand Canyon, you guys also provide flights over the strip.
Over the strip at night. Yep. Just go to www.flymaverick.com and you'll see every place we go.
Kauai and Maui as well, if you guys are on that neck of the woods. But thank you very much for coming into the studio and sharing, the...
No, bro, thank you for being on the air, because that's what we need. We need 24 hours, LGS.
Oh, mahalo, bro. Mahalo, man. So you guys want to get connected. You know what? Braddah Moon is an awesome spirit. He brought his boss with him. He got to go take her lunch now.
Yeah.
So, mahalo, Braddah Moon. And we will definitely work together and stay in contact.
Garrett.
So, yeah. So we got Braddah Moon here in the Las Vegas Valley, Maverick helicopters. Make it happen. Fly with them. I'm Island Emery on 91.5, your source of Aloha. Mahalo again, brother.
Aloha, bro.